What is up, boys? Welcome back to another trading recap video. I believe this is my third trade recap, and I'm just basically gonna go over how I made $1,413 today trading on nasdaq. Keep in mind, this is still an eval, so it is not real money. I am still on the test portion of trading, you can say. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I blew my the eval that I was trading on last week. I was so close to passing it. I believe I was $400 away. As y'all can see in the last videos, I was showing proof and being, honest with you guys, and I was I think $400 away from passing it. But I ended up blowing my account Sunday night because just being emotional, stuff going on right now in my life, bro. I got on the chart like around 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. on Sunday night, and I was like, you know what? I want to pass my eval now so I could start fresh next week, And it was Easter, so I was like, starting fresh for the new week. And I ended up losing, I think, $700 on that trade, and then I ended up revenge trading and completely blew it. But I had one free reset because my subscription renewed either way, so I reset my account and now I'm trading on this new one. I'm gonna show you guys the calendar. So I traded on Monday morning as well. That was a dumb trade. I don't even want to go through that trade because it was a really dumb trade. The move of the day already had happened that day, and I decided to enter out of a 5-minute inverse, bro. And yeah, I lost like $550. But today I was very locked in the charts, bro. I saw the opportunity, I took it, and we got a banger trade, bro. 1.4k. This is probably my biggest trade that I've gotten so far, underneath that 50% consistency rule. And yeah, guys, I mean, we're up like 865 on the new eval. And I mean, God is just showing me to be patient because I was forcing that trade Sunday night when I shouldn't have even like traded, and I could have just waited for this week to catch a banger trade. But I need to get better at my patience. And yeah, guys, other than that, enough yapping. That was a pretty long yap sesh, but let's get into the trade. So coming into the market open, so market open when we were up here, right? We pushed out of a 15-minute FEG right here around 7:30. That was also news, so I marked that liquidity out. That was data low. And coming into the chart, bro, I saw this 1 hour bearish FEG. Where is it? Okay. So I saw this 1 hour bearish FEG, right? In my mind, I just wanted to see us hit that area, sweep some liquidity, and find an SMT. That's all I was looking for in the morning. Because, look, we have all this low resistance liquidity, which is liquidity targets that you should have on your chart when you're looking, right? Look at all this liquidity right here. These are target points where you want to hit TP or put at your profit target, right? And we still haven't swept data low. Right here, this is a 7:30 candle. Well, 7:31. Is that even... I don't even think that's that a low, but either way, it's a low, right? And we have all this low resistance liquidity. And we have this low right here and another London low. Very high draw on liquidity, but we never swept it. But either way, that's a strong liquidity target that you want to look for in your charts. So we had this 1 hour bearish FEG, right? During market, we created an SMT with ES as well. I usually check high high probability SMTs in my 15 or 5 minute time frame. So right here you can see the 3 p.m. high right here. We swept it on NQ, right? I marked it out, SMT. We go to ES. Where's the 330 high? 3 p.m. high. Sorry. Right here, 3 p.m. high. I'm gonna mark it out so you guys can see it. Boom. 830 high. We never swept that high. That's telling me that we're potentially gonna reverse. And as you can see, we came and tapped into a bearish 1 hour FEG after we swept that liquidity. So that's telling me we have a high potential probability to inverse, or I'm sorry, to reverse, targeting sell side liquidity. What does price do? So when market opened, we edged that 1 hour bearish gap. We actually never tapped into it, and I thought I was gonna miss the move, right? But I was like, heck no, like we never even tapped into it. Yes, we had an SMT, but we never tapped into that bearish gap. Alright, I need to finish this video real quick because my battery is about to die on my camera. But let's just finish the video real quick. So I went to my highest time frame where I could spot a gap, right? On the 1 minute, this is a manipulation leg. I'm gonna show you real quick. This was the last manipulation leg that we got, right, before we hit an inverse. So looking at my 1 to 5 minute, 2 minute was the highest time frame that we had a FEG, right? We inverse that. I placed my order right there, targeting a 2 to 1 just so I can, you know, have a higher profit target. But originally, like, my target was right here, right? But that was a 1.5 risk to reward. So I would have only made like 1,000, 1.1. I would have made like 1.1, right? But I went for a 2 RR. I risked 700 bucks. I usually risk 500, right? But this is an eval, and I was so confident in this trade that I risk more to make a little bit more, right? But if I was on a XFA, I would have kept 500 for a risk, right? Because that's following my rules. But this is an eval, so I risked more because I was really confident in this trade, and it played out. We were very close to hitting TP down here, but we had a 5 minute FEG that we came into. So I saw another good reaction right here, 5 minute FEG, and then we had a, I think it was 1 minute inverse. Yeah, we had a 1 minute inverse right here, and honestly, you could have placed your trade right there as well, setting your stop loss above here. So for example, after that 1 minute FEG, IFEG, you could have placed your high right there, targeting this low liquidity. You would have had a 1.41 RR, which isn't even bad. So that was like 2 trade possibilities. That was a reversal and a continuation trade. So if you didn't win today, I'm sorry, bro, but like these are textbook trades that you should be taking, right? And like, bro, today the market was very good. So, and I'm happy for the trade that I took, and I was able to hold my trade for that long because I was so confident in these key level liquidities. We had low resistance liquidity, and I felt like price just wanted to keep going. And this 15-minute gap, this 15-minute bullish gap doesn't worry me much because liquidity is stronger than these gaps, bro. These gaps are just there to show that they're supportive areas, you know, but when the liquidity target is strong, bro, liquidity is more important. So that's why that 15-minute bullish FEG didn't really bother me, and I still hold for that 2RR. And yeah, that was a trade from today, boys, and I'll catch y'all in the next trade. Peace.